Harry Reid, back in May of 2012, so that's last year, realized, oh my God, I think we might have made a mistake here by not reforming the filibuster. Golly gee, it looks like they're blocking all of President Obama's legislation and all the legislation we progressive Democrats pretend to care about. Oh, wow, they blocked all the bills. I didn't see that coming. Ooh, the Republicans being obstinate and obstructionist. And he literally apologized to Tom Udall and Jeff Merkley, who had been pushing for filibuster reform to get rid of it, or at least to amend it so that the Republicans wouldn't be able to block all the progressive bills. And at the time, Harry Reid said, if there were ever a time when Tom Udall and Jeff Merkley were prophetic, it's tonight. These two young, fine senators said it was time to change the rules of the Senate, and we didn't. And they were right. The rest of us were wrong, or most of us anyway. What a shame. Well, obviously Harry Reid learned his lesson, and this time around they went to go ahead and amend the filibuster. And what did they do? Oh, right, nothing. Harry Reid struck a deal with Mitch McConnell to keep the filibuster as is, with a tiny little bit of procedural changes that winds up helping Harry Reid push his own agenda, but not a progressive agenda. Just that helps him with little grease the wheels for his favorite pieces of legislation, but allows the Republicans to use the filibuster ad nauseum with no substantive changes to block all progressive legislation. Of course, afterwards, though, after they made the deal, Harry Reid said, no, it's okay. The Republicans told me that they're going to act in good faith and they won't do that. And he said, quote, "It is my hope that these reforms will help restore a spirit of comity and bipartisan cooperation. If these reforms do not do enough to end the gridlock here in Washington, we will consider doing more in the future." My God, how much of a future do you have, man? You had 3 shots at this, and every single time you didn't do it. And I hope you're sitting down. It turns out the Republicans have not restored comity and bipartisan cooperation. Instead, have decided that they are going to block Richard Cordray to be the permanent head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He's now there because of a recess appointment. Recently, a court ruled that those recess appointments might not be constitutional. Now, you're going to disagree with that, but it gives the Republicans political power to say, we can block anyone who we like. And number 1 on our list is the guy trying to look out for consumers. We can't have that. We're going to block him to make sure that the big banks get their way. Wow. Immediately, Republicans started using the filibuster for their agenda and said, basically, not only Richard Cordray, but they'll block almost, as they literally promised earlier, will block any nominee for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau because they do not want to protect the consumers. Wow. I'm sure that Harry Reid is shocked and chagrined. He couldn't have seen this coming. Come on. Who's that dumb? Who didn't just see the last 4 years of record filibusters and obstruction? No, Harry Reid said that in mid last year, and I told you this at the time. In case the Democrats lose, the Republicans would have come and to the Senate if they were in the majority and said, the previous Democratic leader said we should get rid of the filibuster. Boom, we're going to get rid of it. But if the Democrats win, are they going to get rid of the filibuster? No. They just wanted to hand the Republicans a political gift in case they lost. But now that they didn't lose, oh, golly gee, we're still in the majority. That's too bad. Okay, we promise we won't get rid of the filibuster. We'll give you that tremendous advantage to block all these nominees and laws anyway. Why? Because the Democrats are paid to lose. They are professional losers. Now, of course, they want to win their political seats, but when it comes to policy matters, they throw the game on purpose and then go, oh, what could we do? Oh, we wanted to protect consumers and, make sure the banks were doing the right thing, but oh, look at that, the Republicans filibustered it. Golly gee, I wonder how they did that. They did that because you let them do it, and you did it on purpose, because Harry Reid is on their side. He's not on our side. The great majority of the Democratic Party is on their side. I just did a whole story on how the neocons love President Obama's drone strike policy. They're not on our side.